Well, good morning, guys, from Calexico on the U.S. and Mexico border. I hope you enjoyed that drone footage in the opening sequence. I recorded that just before like our last evening on the Central Coast, and it was just a beautiful sunset. I've been doing this a lot lately, but time for a continuity check. So Shelby, she had her dental procedure done on Monday. Tuesday, post-surgery, she was kind of rough. And, today's Wednesday and she's doing well. But like we've been mentioning, our plans for Thanksgiving are going to be rather unique and different. Also got the opportunity to spend a great day with Mom and Grandpa, so on our way down. And I didn't really document the travel on the way down because we did so much of our traveling at night, and it's kind of hard to video that stuff. But we are on our way to San Felipe, Mexico, and we're going to spend the holiday down there with Beck's mom and grandma, and we were able to convince or trick my dad into joining us. He's hanging out over there in the shadows. So he did have a bit of excitement up there. When driving Nellie, the motorhome, back to Seward, there was a patch of black ice that had been causing like accidents, and he hit that in the motorhome, and the entire motorhome just started fishtailing. There was no trailer hooked up, so that was a good thing. Hey Shelby, I'm sure you guys are not surprised that by now we are going to celebrate Thanksgiving, and we have a lot to be thankful for this year in a very unique and special manner.
Okay, we're all filled up, fresh drinks, passports. We're gonna make a run for the border.
Did we just get through?
Yep, we did. All right, well that was easy. We just went through the line that said nothing to declare, and obviously, there's really no like sneaking into Mexico. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not like any big event. They kind of let anybody in. But in the motorhome, they almost always check our rig and check the registration and all that good stuff. But we are in Mexico. Well, this is also the furthest into Mexico my dad has ever gone. I guess we did, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, we had an experience when we walked across to Tijuana. That was a fun one, but this is gonna be good. You're gonna get to see what we love about Mexico and what we love about San Felipe and how special it is.
I just have to tell you, like, just crossing the border, I feel more relaxed. I don't know what it is, because we're just in a border town.
Okay guys, we're coming up on the military checkpoint that's about 50 clicks out of San Felipe. This is our first time going through here in a car. When we've come through in the motorhome in the past, there's been some funny scenes, like some guy comes into the bedroom of our motorhome and proceeds to talk to his wife for 10 minutes. One guy wanted the flashlight that I had. It's just funny, and I'm curious if they're just gonna wave us right on through because we're in a car. Buenas tardes.
Buenas. ¿Dónde viene?
San Felipe. Gracias. That was easy.
We're really looking forward to this particular trip down because it's going to be a completely different experience from what we've had before. We didn't bring the RV, we brought a car, we're not staying in a park, we got an Airbnb. We're staying north of town instead of right in town, so we're just a few miles north of San Felipe in the little communities that they have up here. I'm not sure exactly which one yet, but we're a couple of blocks from the beach, and should just be fun to share a completely new angle with you guys on how you can come to San Felipe. It doesn't have to be in an RV. this place is a little bit challenging to find on your first pass. So Mom and Grandma came out to the road to help us figure out which way to go.
I think I need to flip a, you know what?
I think you do, but it looks like they're parked right by one.
Okay, well,
Perfect.
I don't know if it's legal, but we're doing it.
Yeah.
Nobody behind us.
Out.
Right.
Okay, follow the town car. So on Airbnb, this place is called The Castle, and I keep calling it the Ice Cream Castle because the blue cone on the top looks like an ice cream cone to me. But
That's a cool looking place.
isn't this awesome looking? Like, lots of character. Uh-oh, battery exhausted. All right, well, we are not gonna do a full-blown tour right now, but I have to show you around this place because I am never going home. I'll just tell you that now.
So she just got off of a walker this week.
Here's the kitchen. A copper sink, which is pretty awesome. And look at this view. I've always wanted a sink like this. Now I can finally have one vicariously at the house. This is Ben and I's room. And we even have a fireplace. This, I think, might be the best room in the house. There are decks everywhere on this house. It's definitely more quiet here in San Felipe this time than it has been when we've been here in the past.
I don't think there's any events going on. The
Nope.
Baja 1000 was last weekend.
Yep, but now it's quiet again.
Yeah.
Extra.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Lana, you guys want to
Mm,
I think we're ready.
good stuff. I like the salt.
I do too. I love this all.
Gotta have the salt. Okay, we're starting off with shrimp fajitas, and it comes with rice and beans. And I'm on my second margarita. Fajitas, shrimp, fresh corn tortillas, margaritas. Doesn't get any better than this. Fresh calamari.
I got clean dishes for you guys if you like.
Ah, we're
We're
good.
fine with these. Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Well, after 3 margaritas, Dad is the designated driver. Hey, who put that there? That's better. Now it's time to go grocery shopping. Okay guys, this cheese is like a string cheese and it is so good. What'd you find?
Individually wrapped, picked out fresh, what are they called? Pastries. And then some tortillas that are still warm.
I love that.
I don't know if you guys remember our Barrow video, but this box of cereal there was almost 10 bucks. And here it's just a little over $2.
Yep, 42 pesos. Look what I found. Your favorite section.
The juice section.
So guys, here's something really interesting. You find these juices in the States and look at the ingredients and it is like a chemical nightmare. But down here below the border, so this is guava juice and the ingredients say water, guava juice, sugar, and some citric acid. If we were buying this in the States, I wouldn't even be able to pronounce the ingredients. So here's one of my pleasures when traveling. It's trying different brands of coffee. And this one, never tried it before, but I am now. Okay guys, so in case you're wondering, you can find the ingredients to make a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. That's not what we're here to do. Got a box of potatoes, some turkey thawing. I recognize that box of stuffing. And let's polish it off with a box of white wine. Here's something else rather unique about foreign countries. The eggs, back at home, they're always in refrigerated cases. But eggs don't have to be refrigerated.
Real vanilla.
Okay, Beck is checking out, and I need to grab us some cash.
Mom forgot ice, so she's going back in.
Okay, sun goes down quick this time of year.
Yeah, it does.
Let's blow this joint.
Heck yeah. Go home.
All right, guys, I'm wrapping this video up. I'm done. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving with your family and friends, and make sure you stick around because tomorrow we're gonna have our Thanksgiving and we're gonna share it with you. We'll see you later.